Good morning, no, this is not morning. We have to just be like, hi. Welcome, everyone. All right. Okay. Welcome, everyone. This is episode 37, Floss Toss. We're so glad you're here. My name is Rachel.
My name is Sue.
Yeah, and I am Treehouse Fiber Arts, and Sue is
Knit 24.
Yeah, Knit 24 and the dyer behind Legacy Fiber Arts. And
the Legacy LFA Linens. I love that name.
And LFA Linens.
So having said that, I created I didn't create it. I just used it on a post. I did a hashtag LFA Linens. So that does exist now.
Yes, excellent. And I think I should put that on maybe the labels.
Yes.
So that people could, anyways. Here we go. We're talking about business, but welcome everyone. We're so glad you're here. Welcome to anyone new who's joining us. We are so glad that you found our little space on the YouTube universe. Sue around here is waiting for college acceptance letters.
Oh, I remember that.
Honestly, 2 schools, they have 10 days left. They said early admission by the end of January. So yeah, 10 days. Chop, chop. It's just nerve-wracking.
I don't think we did any early admissions but I feel like your boys also they know what they want.
Yes.
My boys didn't know what they wanted. Chelsea semi knew what she wanted, and she was so limited because she was going for dance. And that's a limited selection, right?
Yeah.
So
kind of application. She probably had to send a video in or something. Or
she had to go. She had to go. I remember waiting for her in the parking lot through her audition. And and at the same time, a huge star, I forgot her name, but her daughter was auditioning, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Who was that? I don't know.
But she was huge.
She's huge. She was huge.
Wow. Now, were you one of those dance moms that when you were in the audience, you would do the moves?
No.
Wow.
I waited in the car. I very rarely was in the dance studio waiting for Chelsea. Like, I wasn't one of those moms.
Yeah.
And Chelsea was she's just so talented, and at a very young age was dancing at a high level, and I just didn't want to be that mom. So I waited in the car. I dropped off. I picked up.
I bet you knit a lot.
I knit a lot. That was my knitting. That was my sock knitting days. I always had knitting with me, so I didn't mind. And I miss seeing her dance.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, that would have been really
amazing. And I'd be in the audience, and I'd always hear around me, "Who's that tiny one on the end? She's so good."
Oh,
I wouldn't say who it was, but I'd be like, and then
that's so nice.
In college, it was the same thing. Like, wow, who is that one over there? And I wanted to be like, she's fine, but I didn't.
I had the opposite experience because George was always like a head taller than everyone in his class. And like elementary school basketball, we'd be playing different teams and George just would plow over these little boys, And one time somebody was like, "What, does he have his driver's license already? And he can drive? That kid's not in 3rd grade, I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Oh, I love that.
I know. It was just hilarious. But anyway.
Yeah, okay.
So my son, my microphone is on today. So hopefully we won't have the same audio issue that we had last episode. I knew when I edited, I could tell. I did all I could to raise my voice a little louder to match Sue's. So now I've got a fancy microphone that George is letting me loan to see if it works. So hopefully it does.
It sounds really good.
I know, but I thought we sounded good last time too when we chatted and when we uploaded the video.
Yeah.
But anyway,
we did our best.
Yes. But Sue, you've been dying up a storm.
Yes, I've been dying up to get the shop full. Like, we want to have a full shop because people are really excited about the linens and the Aida. So I've been dying. Like, I think I did 3 different colorways in all the sizes, all the shapes, and I probably will do 2 more. And then, of course, the Aida Club colorways.
Yes. Well, and then you had all of your yarn, the Valentine's series, which, Sue, the thought of you, I envisioned you dyeing up our fiber. Well, you were dyeing up our linens like in a Puritan pilgrim kind of outfit, very, low key, beautiful. And then you were like Cyndi Lauper dyeing up yarn, like crazy beautiful colors.
I know. It's fun. I talk about all the time on our morning Instagram live. You really don't. It's the whole imposter syndrome. It's real. It really is real. I experience it all the time. But you really think there's nothing left. There's not a colorway in the world left. And I'm so happy and excited about these new colorways. They're so much fun and they're different, which it's hard. It's hard to come up with new, but what I'm finding is you need to clear the space. You need to allow yourself time. And it's hard because then when you come up the colorways, it's like a frenzy, right? You like dye and dye and dye and dye. And then you're back to that space again. And you're like, oh, I should be dyeing. It's a head game. Being an artist is such a head game.
Yeah,
it is.
I believe it. That imposter syndrome really.
It's real.
For people who don't know what that is, it's feeling like you're posing as an artist and you really don't belong in that space.
You're fooling the world. You really know what you're doing and all of that. And it's like, and then I do stop. And I will say all the lovely comments that we get, here and in our yarn community, that really does give you that like, oh, no, I do know what I'm doing. But it's a head game.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It always has been for me.
Well, I had fun watching you try and be like really beautiful and subtle and and then crazy yarn. Oh my God. I don't know how. It's like multiple personalities.
Well, I live now in a studio with multiple personalities and I'm finding it difficult. Yeah. Like I've really been envisioning what I want as a studio, and it's just like a room with two sides, one for fabric, one for yarn, where everything is there. Because I said to you yesterday, there's so much movement in dyeing, and you heard it as the dye has all the movement. It was like, no, me, like in one room, out of the other, up the stairs, down the stairs. And by the end of the day, it's like, okay, I need to rest now.
Yes. Time to sit and stitch.
But I love the balance of both worlds.
Yes. Good. Well, excellent. We had a drawing last time for a half a yard of our hand-dyed Aida. Should we do that now?
Yes. Did you already pick the winner?
I did. I ran a random comment generator, and I will put the picture of it in here, and I have it on my phone. The person who won the half yard is Ditzy Mermaid Leslie. Who's on our Periscope. Oh, I know.
Leslie is everywhere. She's on Chelsea's Patreon. She's on our Periscope. She buys all the yarn. She buys all the fabric. I'm so happy for her.
Yeah, so thank you. She wrote Happy New Year to you both, and also late happy birthday to Lily. Watching what you ladies are up to is always so inspiring and such a nice way to spend a Saturday afternoon. I paused the video and immediately joined the Aida Club. Aida is definitely my comfort zone. I was already in the linen club, and she put in parentheses, confession. I've actually never stitched on linen before. It's just Aida and even weaves. You have no problem. No problem. I went a little start crazy in 2021. Who didn't? In all my crafts. So my focus in 2022 is to finish many of those whips and also to use my LFA linen club fabric and finally stitch on linen. Yay, perfect.
Hey, Leslie. Oh, I'm so happy for her.
Yeah, exactly. So do send me an email. My email address is down below, but we've connected before, so you know how to find me. Just let me know that you've heard this and I have your information, so I will just ship it out to you, Leslie. So congrats.
So exciting.
Very exciting. Oh dear. So cross stitching. how are you? Any whips?
I only have one thing to show because I cannot stop. I can't stop because I have a fear. It's just like the Christmas one from Jacob, right? It's like once you're invested, you're so close that it's like I have this fear that I'll put it down, but you are going to die. I really wanted to finish it.
I can't believe, I think I was the one that bought it first and said I was going to start it. Look at you.
Okay, so look at the borders and all the letters.
Oh my gosh, you got a lot done.
I'll say
oh my gosh, Susan.
I know that one down there, and then this right here. That was my goal, and then I woke up too late this morning. So and then I was lettering. It was killing me. I wanted to finish it, and I couldn't go on. I was like, I'm lettered out. I need like blocks of stuff. So I cannot even tell you. It is almost done.
It's unbelievable.
And I started it in November.
Anne Grimshaw, 1818, Scarlett. Letter?
Yep.
Okay. I want to make sure we said the right name.
Doesn't this look like an Ouija board?
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?
It does. It reminds me of a Ouija board.
A hoop down there for sure. That's covered bridge linen.
Covered bridge. I
will be getting some of that in my shop. We'll talk about shop stuff at the end.
Yes, and see how I've got all of this. Like I like to leave about 3 inches. So I'm going to have like this much, the whole length. I'm going to use it for a Lori Holt words.
Yes. Very, very great idea. Oh my gosh. You're so lucky. Oh, it's so interesting. Like I can't put it down. I go to pick up something else and I go right back to this. It is so soothing. And I talked to Paige yesterday. Yeah. And she was saying how she loves just one color. And she said that she's totally jealous of us getting to talk like this every 2 weeks. So hi, Paige. Paige, join us. I know you're stitching.
She is stitching. But she was saying, I totally get the one color thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think so for this piece, I have this piece, and then I have the modern folk, which I showed last week. You know what about this? I am wishing away January because I can't wait to get the next one. I don't like to wish away time. So these two are going on a wall. So now what I need to start doing is finding some smaller, like maybe 3 smaller black little things.
Doesn't Jacob have some? And whilst Iris Naps, I think, had some. And I really want to do Mama Loves You GB. She's got one that the letters are A-E-I-O-U, which I always think that, like, they should have done that back in the day with the vowels, but it's really cute too.
Oh, I'm going to go look that up.
Yeah, it's really I thought it was really cute. Oh,
I'm going to go look that up.
Fabulous. So you got sick of all the letters. Me, on the other hand, all I did was fill in. I had so much full coverage fill in. So my first thing I have in my bag, which I made a bunch of bags yesterday and they're gone. So I will make more bags. I'm having so much fun. I did what you said, Sue, on my website, and I put a little form that you fill out what you want, what project you want me to put in the tag. And I'm starting to think I might think about making bags that have like a pocket or a sleeve that you tuck in the picture instead of the tag.
I like the tag.
The tag's kind of fun.
I like it.
So this is what's it called? It's called Songbirds in Tree by Vivsters.
I want to do a Vivster so bad.
So opposite of all your black. I like all these wild
Vivsters. Somebody else that I was watching was working on a Vivster, and I thought I've got to go to her website.
Yeah, it's fun. So this is the pattern, and I just got the first bird.
Oh,
But
Rachel.
it's all full coverage, so it's taking a while. And I, just pick it up here and there. But it is going to be so pretty. I think this is the frame right here in my frame. I know
It looks like it's a decent size.
Yeah, it's going to be this big.
Not small.
No, it's 11 by 11.
Wow.
Or 15 by 50. I don't know what it is, but it's going to fit that frame. Yeah, it's going to be big. This is 36 count.
I love it.
No joke, but yeah, so it'll be pretty big. It's just going to be so fun when it's done. Yeah, there's really not much to say about this other than it's got this kind of ghosting of the tree with the red with the pink flowers, and I just love these birds.
Is it DMC? I should know this. I forgot.
It's all DMC.
Oh, I love it.
DMC is amazing.
It is.
I love DMC. Absolutely love it. So that is really, I don't have much to say about that one. I'll keep going because I don't know if you have any more whips.
I've got nothing else. That's the hardest part about only working on one. I feel like, oh, I've got nothing. But I love working on this one. I can't not.
Oh, yeah. So the next one is my Kind and Gentle Woodland sampler, which I'm actually going to have in the shop when Sue's fabric arrives that she's dyed up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have it exactly like this in, I believe, 36 count and 16. Ada.
18.
18?
18. That's because Rachel, I love that.
Lots of fill in on that deer and I absolutely love it too. Sorry, that's not Winnie, that's Percy.
I feel so good about this.
Oh my gosh, I'm home alone and I don't know what I'm doing.
Rachel, I cannot wait. I have one of those coming for me, and then I'm gifting it to a friend who wants to become a stitcher.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sending it on, I think, 14 count. I'm going to give her.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
I love it. It's so cute. Doesn't the bunny look like he's giving us a moon? Like his pants are down. I need to fill that in immediately.
It's
Clearly.
so funny how your placement on that fabric, and I know it wasn't intentional,
Oh my God.
but how you've got some lights around the antlers, right? Like it's the placement of where the dye is couldn't have been better.
This is Dunes at Dusk. It's a warmer brown, I believe. And the other one is more of a cooler brown.
Yes, it's a warmer. This one is Dunes at Dusk.
Yeah, the placement is
really the colorway. You can't even tell.
I know the lighting. But you can see the modeling on mine.
Yeah, it's a yellower brown, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
I can't believe I started where I started. I don't know what I was thinking. I started in this corner.
Yeah, you need a little more space than that.
I don't know why, but it is going to go right up to the edge of that frame. So,
are you going to pillow?
Pillow, you said?
Are you gonna?
No, I think I'm going to do a frame.
Frame.
Yeah. Anyways, so that's that cute. Hopefully this will be done by next time. I'm feeling like I just have to get all those kind of ghosted letters, the alphabet in there.
Oh, I love that.
Fill in. So that has been this is one that the first 2 weeks after the first week after our last podcast, I couldn't put it down. I loved it so much, just working on it.
No, it's funny, even with mine, I can't wait to be done because I want to be working on something else.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I feel like, no, just keep going. And then once I sit, I'm so in love with the stitch.
Yeah.
It's just...
And you had a lot of a little, and I have a little of a lot. I worked on this one, and it's coming along. The house is getting filled in with the peachy color. Can you see the peachy color?
I've been dying to pull mine out.
It's so lovely, and I'm doing this on Weeks Cocoa, and it's beautiful to stitch on. Beautiful.
I have to go try to find that frame because I really would like to finish it. My mother would love that. I love it, but I'm thinking I might give it to her next year for her birthday. Mm-hmm. She would love it.
Yeah, it's just such a pretty one. I put 2022 on it, so I have to get this one done this year, right?
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that one. Then I pulled out this oldie that I just so desperately want this finished project, but I just this was one I started a couple years ago when it first came out, and I'm using 2 strands on 32, and it's just a little too thick now for me. I'm not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying stitching it. And
I don't like 2 strands.
I love this one. I don't want to start it over.
It's beautiful. I've been thinking about that piece so much. So I feel like when I finish this one, like my goal is to do big. I love big pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to pull mine out like that.
This is huge. It's so big.
And you're doing, I'm doing 40 count. You're doing 32.
I think it's 32. Yeah.
Gotta get mine.
And, this is A Saviour's Praise, Shakespeare's Peddlar. It's so beautiful. Lori Holt has finished it. It's just gorgeous.
That's what motivated me,
stunning.
Seeing hers.
I know. Always. Lori, always. Always. So that's where I'm at, and I need to find my zen in it. I'm having a hard time with the 2 strands.
So do you do the loop method?
Well, now I do, but when I started this, I don't know what I was thinking, but I cut it all and put it on floss drops, and I cut it all so I have to hold 2. I do a pin. What's that
But
called?
you could still loop because there's a lot of color changes.
True. But
well, I will tell you, it looks beautiful. The coverage is wonderful.
It is.
And maybe that's enough of a payoff to go and do the 2, because it looks so different than mine. I wish I knew where mine was.
I almost think I should. I almost think I might reorder the anchor. This is all anchor floss. I might just reorder the flosses that are used the most, and at least have those that I can do the loop method. But it's also the needle. I don't know. When I started this, I was stabbing with a hoop, and now I'm doing the sewing method. Everything is different. So it was set up really well for that type of stitching. So I think I might need to change my needle size, but when I change my needle size, the 2 strands getting through the eye of the needle, even with the Peacekeepers that I love, it's a little thick feeling.
Yeah. I think mine's in my other room, darn it.
What if I started now just using 1 strand?
What
would happen?
No. Can't do that. Yeah, I don't know. So you know what my dilemma is? My red work sampler?
Yeah.
I want to start it over.
No. Why?
Because I have lots of places where I'm off. And it's just going to take so much brain power. I don't like the fabric. I want to put it on our fabric.
Bye-bye. You know what?
I know.
I saw somebody on another podcast. We should have an adoption day.
Yeah.
Where we can all share our projects that just aren't sparking joy, but they might in someone else.
See, that does nothing for me because I can't imagine working on another person's piece.
But maybe you'd be the adopter.
That's what I'm thinking. No, the
adoptee. The
adopter. Sorry.
Adoptee.
I think adopter.
The one that doesn't adopt, the one that gives.
Well, then I'm wondering, could I cut it and use, I hate the fabric. Again, I wish
make some buttons out of it.
But I might be able to. I don't know. I'm just not, I love the sampler so much. I want to start at the upper left-hand corner. I started at the bottom.
This is the salt one. I
have a lot done too.
That was your birthday gift.
That's the other part that's killing me.
You're pretty far, huh?
I'll pull it out next week. I'll bring it next time. I don't think it's.
That's the red, the orphanage, Bristol.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
These are problems.
Yeah, it's just been bothering me where I'm getting so much joy working on this Anne Grimshaw one because everything about it I love that I feel like I'm going to pull it out and maybe give it a couple hours and see how it feels and go from there.
Yeah, it might, and do a little Instagram search of other people's finished ones. That'll help inspire you. That always makes me want to stitch when I see others.
It's more that there's last time I worked out, I'm like, God, I'm off here and I'm off there and I'm.
Oh, so frustrating.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Okay, everybody, does anybody else have dilemmas like this? Are we the only ones? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, so the last thing that is, I've procured everything and I cannot wait to start. So a few months back, I saw a sampler from a long time ago that I thought at the time was not available, and I absolutely loved it and I wanted to do it, and I didn't know how I was going to ever get it. I even looked on like the, eBays and, to see if it was out there. And then I was watching Lisa Smith, Kindred Stitcher, and she pointed me into the direction of a business that's recreating all of these samplers. Did I write down the name?
How is that possible?
I don't know. I have no idea, but the sampler is Prize Your Liberty. And do you remember this Merrily Beams? It's like from, what's it? It's from 1985.
It reminds me a lot of that one that you did, the Hands Across the Sea one.
I guess I really like that style, but I love the sentiment. Prize Your Liberty.
That name is
I love the blue, this is a bad printout. If you look on Instagram, I bet a lot of you know Merrily.
I do.
And the company, it's 1884 Stitchery. If you go to 1884stitchery.com, she has the rights, I guess, to reproduce.
You must have bought the rights, yeah, because I don't know how you do that otherwise.
Yeah, and then she's got a bunch of other samplers. She's calling them Macintosh samplers. I think. Check it out, 1884. Yeah, so I just went into my stash and I got the colors that I thought would look really good. And
so good at that.
I know that this is pretty small. I feel like it'll be a nice stitch, and I am going to do it on LFA linens. This is a huge piece. What is this?
That one.
This is, it's on the tip of my tongue. This is Dunes at Dusk.
Is it?
It is. Yes. I think. Of course I take it out of the label.
You know what it is? I feel like it's so hard to get what the real image is on these.
That's the problem. It's this one in my sampler that I made of all your, oh my gosh. Oh, Low Tide. That's what it is. Sorry, everyone. Low Tide.
Oh, I don't even
got the little bit of green in it.
I don't even know what low tide is. I gotta look it up.
Little khaki.
So pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So why do I think your reindeer is low tide then?
My reindeer is Dunes at Dusk, which does not have, this has more of a khaki.
Yeah, the greeny brown. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And my the Dunes at Dusk, your Dunes at Dusk is just the browns.
Okay. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Oh, it's going to be so pretty.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was the one that I'm excited to start. I need another start.
I'm dying to do some starts. I have to say, when this black one is done, I think I'm going to be paralyzed for about a week trying to decide what I'm going to do next, because it has eaten up so much of my time for so long.
So do you think you'll go back to something that you've started, or do you want to start fresh?
I don't know. I kind of want to do the Saviour's Praise, or I want to go back to Mary Good.
Oh, yes.
because I really love, except again, this isn't on my fabric, but it's so pretty.
Yeah. Oh, I love that blue in there. That blue and that red just make it pop. Oh,
I might go back to this because I've got quite a bit done. Oh, darn it.
That's pretty. Oof. What fabric is that on? Do you know?
It's Picture This Plus.
That's beautiful.
The Bloom. It's very yellow. It's really reading really well.
It looks so good. Really cool.
Darn it. I'm going to keep that.
You know it's not ours because it's not black serged.
Surged.
Yeah.
I love your surging.
So far it's just black, but
Love it.
I might change to different colors each club. I don't know.
I know. That would be fun too.
Oh gosh. So yeah, no finished objects on my end. I've got things that I need to finish, like the pears. I want to make my pears, but I've been so busy with other things. You know what else I want to frame?
You know what I want to do, and I've already forgotten the name, but they were talking about it on Periscope or on Instagram this morning. Sharon's going to do it, and maybe Leslie? The Hands Across the Sea pear, and
oh, with the big pear on it.
I want to do that one.
Yeah.
I really want to do that one.
I love hats patterns. I just love how they're written. They're so easy to follow. They're wonderful.
I do too. I have one of hers that I started that I'd like to go back to that.
I have to frame this before Easter.
Oh, Rachel, yes, a white frame.
I've had this for 2 years. This is one of my first stitches ever. Of course, it was all the white. Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna, and it looks horrible. That's why I'm staying back. But I have to frame it. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I remember we were chatting a day and you were working on that.
Brenda Gervais. Yeah, Brenda Gervais.
I love her stuff.
Yeah, so what do? I think a creamy white chunky frame. Yeah. You know what I want to learn how to do is take frames from the thrift store and cut them down and make my own frames. Who is that's doing it right now? The Contented Stitcher.
I started last night, so whenever I'm ironing, and my form of ironing is such a, just so I can fold it kind of ironing to send to you. And I started watching her, and she had 56 finishes this year.
Amazing.
And I don't know, because I was a framer. You need the right equipment to cut a frame down. You can't just cut it. You need the right angle.
Miter saw.
Yeah,
right?
But I mean, I had a chopper, so I guess you could use a miter saw.
Oh, so it's even more specialized than I know. Watching Paige's videos on how she makes frames and frames. Everything. It seems like such a.
We had an antique chopper. Now, some frame shops buy their frames, they order them pre-chopped. Okay. We would do that with certain lines that we didn't want to carry the length. Mm-hmm. But then we had gigantic racks, floor to ceiling, longer than long, that you'd put all your length in when it came, and then you just chop them yourself. But our chopper was so ancient and so old school. Mm. Dave almost lost his finger on one of them. He had to run to the hospital, and I was like, I can't look, sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Ooh, but anyways, to cut them down. And
this one is just not worthy in my eyes to have Paige do it. So I think maybe I'll go look on the Rusted Roof Etsy site and see if he's got any new frames and measure it out and try my hand at it again.
So is he the one, does he actually put them together for you, or do you have to put them together too?
You just give him the dimensions and he makes the frame and sends it to you with or without glass. So I'd have to pin it myself and stretch it myself.
Yeah, you could do that.
That makes sense what you told me last time. I gave him the measurements just of this laying down. No, you have to prep it first. Pin it.
Go and get I use just foam core board and then double stick stitchery tape and then a flat back tape. get it all stretched, and then, but even getting your foam core, you have to stretch it enough that you can give them the correct dimensions.
That's what I mean. And that's why my other one was a little off.
Yeah.
That I did myself.
That's so sweet.
So yeah, that's something that I want to get framed. And then the other thing, this is actually like one of my firsts for sure, big time. Where is I did the whole series, 4 of them. I think it was Country Cottage Needleworks, the what do you call it?
Remember those?
Yes.
That's so cute.
Not my, I don't know. Maybe once I don't know. Do I frame it? Do I Priscillify it? Do I pretend I'm Elizabeth Ann can stitch?
I think it's a sweet little frame.
After I saw Tiger Lily Carey, she framed something where she took a really wild, beautiful, colorful fabric in the background, and I'm thinking, oh, maybe I have a Lori Holt fabric that would go with that, and then I could mount this on that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like that. She actually had the wilder fabric, and then she framed it in a frame. I really liked how that looked.
I not see that one.
I think it's her video, the latest one, Carrie Tiger Lily Designs on.
I love her energy. I love her energy.
It's her latest one where she does all the finishes from last year.
Maybe I watched the one before that.
Great video. It was super fun to watch. And
she's just prolific, and she's just, I don't know. I love it.
Can you tell I pulled out all, and then I have to frame this one. What the heck is my problem?
You have to frame that one.
So many to frame.
That one is gorgeous.
Maybe I should send Paige this one.
That's page worthy.
Yeah.
And it's not that big, and you could go with a medium-sized frame. I wouldn't go giant.
Yeah, you're right, because it's delicate. It's my Scottish sampler.
Yeah. I can't decide if I'm going to put glass on my Anne Grimshaw, because it's so gigantic. It's 18 by 24. It might even be standard. I got to see. It could be standard, which in that case,
I think you want glass for something like that.
It's going to be so heavy.
You'd think by now they'd have a lighter weight museum acrylic glass thing that looks.
They do.
Do they?
They do. Yeah, I will discuss that with my framer.
Yeah. While we're out and about, why the heck have I not framed this one?
Oh, okay, Rachel. Thank you for that.
I am just like the worst. I have so many done that I left from last year that I haven't framed.
Oh no. Hold on. Oh, I hate when I get it stuck.
The zipper.
There. Okay, I can beat you.
Oh, yes, I know.
And I haven't even started the quilt.
Oh, I can beat you there.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Look at yours is so little. Mine's so big.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh. You got that one done too. I forgot about that. Lori, we are sorry.
Sorry, Lori. Look at.
Okay.
Look at, and we both have these.
We do. And I can't wait to get back to that.
You know what? Look at.
You're almost done.
Okay. So
okay. February is finish it February.
I could finish this. I'm going to leave this out.
We need to finish and double finish February.
And you know why I think this would be a good one? Because I'm really struggling with multiple colors. A lot of like needle switching out, where this has big amounts.
It does. You get through a skein or a strand at a time. It's not little bitty parts, and you got all a bunch left on your needle. I would love to. Okay, now that we're in the dead of winter, spring is right around the corner, and I'm going to be so inspired to get back to my Lori Holt madness.
Look at this grouping for the wall.
Yeah, we have to get back to the room, our guest room. Yeah, our guest room, Sal. Okay, we need to talk offline about this stuff, I think.
This needs to get done.
Yeah,
Did you start this one?
No, but I have it. I have everything. I could
Oh,
definitely.
this one was so much fun and it went so fast.
I love her quilt book. I love the quilt they're making from that Prim and Proper. I would love to do that, but I cannot until I finish my museum. What's it called? No, Flea Market Flowers Museum. Flea Market Flowers applique quilt, which is so much fun. Oh,
I
my
need
goodness.
to have help to get started.
Yeah, you need just inspiration.
I'm just,
And it takes a zone, a place in your house that you've got it all out. And right now you're trying to manage two different
yes,
dyeing businesses.
yes. And the fabric is in my dining room, taking up all the space.
Yeah. Yep. Wow. So that was a lot. We have a lot that we could be like done with.
Well, the thing is, I need to retire.
What's the thing?
I need to retire, yet I love my businesses. I love them, and I love it keeps, was it you and I talking about this yesterday? No, it was Paige and I think. I need the structure. Like if I just have the entire day to myself, I find I waste a lot of the day. I have discovered I am a morning and nighttime stitcher. I'm not really a daytime stitcher. It's weird. It's weird. Like I waste all this time, even when I'm not working, instead of stitching.
And that's when the light is the best during the day.
I know. I can't get in the zone. My brain is like telling me too many other things, where in the morning there's a period of time, and then at night there's a period of time.
Yeah.
I probably stitch close to 4 hours a day.
Yeah. And you get it in around the edges. Mm-hmm. I kind of have that mindset, get the work done before you can play. Because if I start playing, then I don't want to get the work done. And I don't know. I like getting the work done.
Same. That's the problem. I do like my work. I do enjoy it. It gives me a certain, it also allows me to buy what I want to buy to make.
Exactly. Well, speaking of buying, and these are 2 free patterns that I came across. I think maybe it was MommalovesyouGB.
What does it say?
I think this is so cute. This is from the Primitive Hair from like 2012. It's a free chart. It says, please enter your pin. Ha ha ha. You know, I love the double entendre of please enter your pin, and it's a pin cushion. I just thought that was cute. And I want to do more of this kind of stuff where I'm combining fabrics with the cross stitching on the beautiful linen. I just think that's fun. So that's the first one I wanted to say thank you to. I think it was Michelle who pointed that one out, and just to reshare it if you haven't seen. And then have you seen Jeanette Douglas's free 12-month, I don't know what you call it, giveaway?
No.
She's doing a year-long mini bouquet treat. It's a thank you from Jeanette. And what it is it's a small bouquet a month, and it's going to look like this in the end.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
I know. And if you really look at the details, like look at, it goes January, February, March, and so on. So January is out, and January's, and I can show you since it's a free chart. I think I have.
I also feel like individually they would make a beautiful dough bowl.
Oh my gosh, I know. Pillows. I guess I don't have I thought I did. Oh well. So it's pineapples as a little welcome to the year. And every vase is different, or urn, and every flower is what's in season. So this will be February's. It's hearts. March looks like tulips, maybe, or daffodils. April. What is that in the middle? Is that?
Oh, is it a thistle?
Maybe.
It's hard to see.
March, April, May is in the middle. I think it's strawberries. Yep, it looks like strawberries to me. June is the daisy.
Oh.
July looks like blueberries and some flower in July. Looks like August is tomatoes.
Oh.
August. September looks like coneflower maybe, or thistles, or
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. October looks like sunflowers.
Oh,
November is oak leaves and acorns. And then December looks like poinsettias.
that is, yeah.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. I have to look that up.
Isn't it? And so she gives, I'll put a link down below for everybody. Look at all the flosses. She's got it all organized. Classic Colorworks, Gentle Arts, Weeks. She also gives a conversion for DMC, which is fabulous because not many people can buy all that.
No, a lot of
A
people
little amount.
have it, though.
And these are so small. Why would you need?
Yeah.
It would be beautiful in Aida or in Aida. It'd be beautiful on Aida too. You could totally do this on Aida, but it'd be beautiful in DMC. She has the borders all organized. It's really small. You're gonna have to like blow them up, but she gives you. This is all on her website right now as a thank you.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up.
I don't know what we did for her, but she's thankful to us. We'll take it.
Ever. I feel like she's been around. She's one of the originals.
Yeah. Yeah. So at 28 count, if you use 28 count or 14 count Aida, it's 13 and a half, or 13 and a quarter by 15.
Oh, so it's small.
If you use 36 count, it's 10 and a half by 11 and 3/4. So yeah, these would be beautiful pillows.
Yeah.
A dough bowl, a basket of flowers. Anyways, I wanted to share that with everybody.
I want a dough bowl.
Anyway, what else is there? I think we've reached the end.
I know. I think just a huge thank you to everybody that's joined our fabric club. And it really is like, it really makes me think like, wow, like people trusted us to receive this. It's hard, especially because I'm a new fabric dyer. Like I've been dyeing for 5 years, but I'm new to fabric. And the fact that many people trusted us to believe they would love our fabric, and they do. So it's very heartwarming that like people trusted us to buy it, and now they're so happy with it, which makes us so happy.
Yeah, thank you for all the kind comments. I know I've been stitching on the fabric, Sue, and I have to say, I feel like the holes, it's just, sometimes you get a hand dyed fabric and it's just like it's seized and it's just really tight. This linen, I don't know what you're doing on your end. I
don't either.
Just keep doing it because it really, I'm not just saying this. I really feel like it stitches so nicely.
Oh, I'm glad. Well, it's so interesting because I have this theory. I had it as a yarn dyer. Nobody taught me how to dye yarn. It was just like, dive in, do it. There's such value in that because you can create your own style. You have your own, but again, imposter syndrome comes in like, I don't even know what I'm doing. But you do. So I kind of feel the same way about the fabric. It's like just figuring out like how I want it to look and how to get that look. And, I'm sure we'll get better and better. And it's just amazing that the numbers of people bought it. And now to hear how happy they are is what's really exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then now to start with the Aida Club coming out in 14, 16, 18 count. We'll get those out on the 31st of January. I'm so excited to be able to offer that. I didn't realize that there was such a hunger out there for hand-dyed Aida.
Same. I agree. Like I knew we were hearing it, but our numbers aren't through the roof and it wasn't every single person.
Yeah.
So, but then it was that like, it felt like a really good push and I appreciate it so much.
Yeah. Me too.
To just do it. And now that I'm doing it, I'm enjoying it so much.
And I want to stitch on it. I cannot wait.
I do too. Every time I'm upstairs and I'm just doing the pressing, I think I want to start something on this. The thing is with Aida, I find I wouldn't use a hoop because it's already like stiff enough, even though most of the sizing comes off. It's still the body is very different than linen. So
And I think, do a lot of people use hoops and Q-snaps with Aida? I think they do.
they do. I think for me, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
This is covered bridge.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
I love covered bridge so much.
Oh.
But every time I dyed up a piece for my sister and then for my friend who I'm giving the kit to.
Yep.
And because my sister, I bought that kit from your shop and she's just having trouble seeing it. So I feel like she just put it away. So I was like, I'll dye you up a piece of Aida. I think it's going to look fantastic on it.
Oh, yeah.
But I am tempted to do the reindeer on it.
Absolutely.
How I feel like.
Yes, that would be a great one. That's a perfect size.
Yeah. So I just brought in 3 of the colorways I'm sending you.
Oh, show them to me. Oh, yay.
So Nor'easter.
Yep.
Very
Beautiful.
subtle.
The Nor'easter is going to be going on my winter cardinal. That's the kit.
Perfect.
Yes, I'm so excited for that.
And then Tiger Lily is doing her.
Yes, that's the big one, Mary Morgan's.
Mary Morgan,
Fox and Rabbit. Yes, and Mary Morgan's in the shop. I'm having a hard time finding the pattern available. So that's what's the holdup. I'm going to get your fabric. I've got the floss already. Just waiting on my suppliers.
Yeah. Yeah. So then we have Dunes.
Dunes
Covered
at Dusk.
Bridge. Nor'easter. These are the 3 colorways that are coming to you in every size.
14, 16, 18, Aida, and then linen too.
No 16
No 16.
on that. Because I want to finish the club and then I have to get more.
Yeah. But that's the hope that, I will just get stuff from Sue as she can dye it and we will put it in the shop and get it.
Yeah. So what I'm sending you is fat halves and full yards on some, because I know for me, when I have a linen I love, I want a yard of it.
Yes. And a lot of our not a lot, but many of our club members are switching from the half to a
quarter to the half.
Quarter to a half. Yes. So thank you.
Yeah, which makes complete sense because I think if I was buying from a new dyer, I would start with a quarter. So it's so nice that you have the flexibility to do that. And they should email you if you want. Yeah. They want to do that. I
can explain how to do it. All you do is cancel your existing and that'll take you off that list. And then you just purchase, the new one and then you're in. But very cool. Yeah, I'm so excited to have Aida. Aida's been around since 1890. I believe that it was created specifically for cross stitch. It's the first fabric that was ever created just for cross stitch. Cross stitch has been around for they have examples of cross stitch thousands of years
But now counted cross stitch though, has that been around as long?
Well, I'm assuming that's how they did it way long. I mean,
oh, you're right.
They wouldn't have had a printing press until, but it was always mixed with other types of stitches in a lot of, I was doing a little Aida research, if you can tell.
She would.
Yeah. So the Aida 1890s Weigert is the originator, supposedly. And there's a little, on the interweb, there's a little controversy about that, but most sources say Aida, says Weigert in Germany was the originator of it. And specifically for cross stitch. And that really blew up the industry. And in the 60s is when it really had its heyday, I guess. It started out as a mainstream thing. Women had time in the 60s.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Prior to that, women did not have time to cross stitch, supposedly. The average woman. But in the 60s, it became really mainstream with the stamped cross stitch where you.
Yeah, that's what I started with. Of course, I wish I had that still. My mom may have it.
Mm-hmm.
You'd go to Woolworths and get them, the kits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So anyway.
Very fun.
Yeah. So that's the other thing in the shop I wanted to quickly show you. I'm all out of them now. But I'm getting more, and I should have more in the next couple of days. This is so hard to see, but this is actually an art bin Solutions by Art Bin. It's a needle case with a magnet. I was looking for some sort of solution to keep all of my, trying to get a good picture here, to keep my needles in. So what I ended up doing is just going onto the John James website and printing off their little guide to needles. There's this little picture of all the different sizes. What I do is when I have a needle I don't know what size, I can just lay it on top. Oh, that's a 26. It goes with the 26s.
I need one of those.
Yeah, so I did that, and you can put your magnets in there. It holds if your scissors are metal. I just really liked it. It's sturdy. So I'm carrying these in the shop. Thought they were kind of fun and really well made. Art Bin is a good company made in the US, and they just focus on tools to help artists organize themselves. So
I may need all the tools.
Yeah, all the tools. Love it. So yeah, that's about it on my end.
Very fun. I know. I feel like I don't have anything super exciting. I'm hoping next time to have a couple new starts maybe, or finishes, or
you just never know what you're going to get with us too.
I am enjoying stitching so much.
I am too, and I think I'm going to stitch. After we were saying this, Sue and I, last time, when we're done with our podcast, both of us are like ready for a nap. We just
I know. And
why is it so exhausting?
It's exhausting. It's exhausting. And I have to podcast tomorrow with Chelsea for our yarn business. Mm-hmm. And then I did the Instagram this morning, and then immediately went into a business call. And now it's like, and now I have to get my hair cut, which means I have to talk. I'm like, can I just stop talking for the day now? Can this be it? I've used all my words for the day.
Exactly. Let me just tell your hairstylist you have a sore throat.
I know. Did you know that we only have so many words a day in our body?
No, that sounds silly. I love it though.
It is. And I have very few. Men have less than women. And I kind of fall into the men category.
And my husband falls into the women category.
Mine is in the men's. My boys are all in the men's. But yeah, there's only so many words a day. And I feel like I've used all mine up already.
This is where we start just staring at each other in the cameras and looking at each other like, how are we going to end this?
I know. Okay. All right, let's end it. Because, oh my gosh, it's going to be so long. And I cannot figure out how to get it to you with this new computer. I did it last time. Hopefully I'll do it again.
Yeah, and hopefully this sound, hopefully I'm not just going,
Probably should have checked that.
That would be bad. Okay. Well, you guys take care. Have a wonderful 2 weeks. Thank you for all the likes, the subscribes. Thank you. Thank you.
Not enough words.
Yep.
Thank you. We appreciate you all so much.
Big time. Have a great couple weeks. We'll see you on the next episode. Oh,
I totally forgot something.
What?
I was going to do it. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I was bringing the boat into the shore. We had the anchor like ready to. Oh, you did not. You got a book of days.
Oh. I couldn't not. It was killing me. That's how much stitching I've been doing.
Oh, look at. But don't you always put the pointed finger where we talk?
That's today. I will put that in. Okay. I will put that in. But you know how sometimes we're like, oh, couldn't do it. Got to do it on Friday. So I didn't want to jump the gun.
Yep, you're right.
But this January is the month of bugs and butterflies. I don't like either, but they're super pretty.
Yeah.
And so what I'm trying my hardest, this is kind of my goal. I write down the project and the fabric. So I have MFE Sal, Modern Folk, 40 count fabric of the month. I didn't reveal that last time, but it was the fabric of the month.
Oh yeah, I asked you.
I asked Rachel not to ask me, and the first thing she does is, so what fabric are you using? I'm like,
when I was editing the podcast, I was like, I am an idiot. What the heck?
I was dying. I went with it. I knew you just lost your mind for a second. Okay.
I did.
So that's there. And then I wrote Anne Grimshaw, 40 count covered bridge, black anchor.
Well done. And then on each day, I see a little writing. What are you writing on each little
What I
square?
worked on. So I did modern folk for the first week and finished it in 5 days. And then picked up Anne. All I've been working on is Anne. It's really boring, but and I'm keeping it right here next to
Not boring. I like how everyone has their own approach to this. And I think you all are grown-ups that love stickers when you were in grade school or something.
Yes. And so, you know, for me, it's a sticker every time I stitch. And every once in a while with a big one, I shared the day.
It's like a reward sticker, you know.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to. And sometimes I just write for a few days and then I sticker where I wrote. All right. We can close now. Bye.
Okay, that's it.
We're done. Bye.
Bye.